is so epic. It's so epic right there. Like, I don't know why I feel like I can see her moving in slow motion, just nailing it, just knocking Ember Moon out. Oh, we're live.
Yeah, we're live. You did not capture that.
No, I was not paying attention. I did not see that. I didn't know it was 11. What? We are live.
I just didn't say it because we were in the middle of singing "Tonight's Gonna Be a Good Night."
Wait, were we live with that too?
No.
Okay.
So this is, of course, the thumbnail today, and I was very close to just going with a full image of one of these shots.
Yeah, but
so this is the thumbnail.
Both. This is the attraction.
I was going to go down this route with Hangman.
Who cares what's on the right?
Exactly.
It's Toxic Attraction on the left.
Because the attraction is on the left.
Yes. They're the draw. Not you, Hangman. And your drinking problems and your mood swings and your running away.
But then I did make one
giant chip
that I thought would pop you, but I was never going to use it as a thumbnail.
Oh. Why would it pop me? This is a great thumbnail. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Cause it's your boy.
Yeah, it is my boy. Look how I'm diving. He looks like a bird. He looks like a dove flying through the air.
If you wanted to know Marcus's password to his Netflix, it is Daniel Bryan 123.
Excuse me, it is Daniel Bryan. Yes. Hashtag 123.
Eric did ask, Manny, your thumbnail should be of the picture of the women's championship. There you go, Eric. It is the Ho Championship. I got hoes. I got hoes in different area codes. Area codes.
Hoes. That was acceptable. Back in the early 2000s, that was acceptable. I don't even know if you can do a song like that today. It's calling women hoes and all different area codes.
I'm sorry. Wasn't there a song about WAP like last year?
That's women's independence. That is women's independence. Okay? Women are allowed to have wet ass pussy just as much as you're allowed to have wet ass pussy, Manny.
Oh.
Started off hot.
We'll be back.
We started off with our wet ass pussy.
We'll be back right after this.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Hey! Oh! Check out the Marcus and Manny show.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Oh, we're back. We're chasing the Undertaker one more time this week.
We're going to defeat the Undertaker again.
Yeah. This time, I'm going to come out with the Undertaker soul. I'm coming for you.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course Lord Manny Hayes, the Apple Juice King, and I'm joined by
Marcus the Grand Finale with 8% less patty.
I mean, I've absorbed it.
Yes.
I'm not going to read out what Eric's conversation with Montez Red Cup. I think that's a side conversation that we best stay away from.
Let's go with the other conversation. Nate Dogg will be disgusted. I'm sure Nate Dogg is rolling over to his grave, but still in rhythm. And I'm still trying to get Nate to be on our hook for the show. Interest of my show. Nate Dogg's the greatest hook master of all time.
Oh no! Living in hustle. I cut the job in 7 days from go.
Oh no!
By the way, I don't know the rest of the lyrics of that song.
The street right out here, so ho ho ho. 90% Nate Dogg songs. You just know what Nate Dogg says, and you listen to everybody else like, yeah, they're a great rapper. Yeah, Nate Dogg man made that song.
Triple H and Steph made the wall say yes, yes, yes. Oh, Eric.
It's this one. It's that one. The ever expanding wall. So this wall, it's gonna probably cost me a bunch of money. Like a person getting tattoos, I must complete this wall. This wall will be completed, and because Manny, you're a man of tattoos. If you were just to have one tattoo right here somewhere, you'll feel like I have so much real estate. Why do I just have one tattoo?
I started off with this one.
Yeah.
Here. Which was only meant to be about this big. And the tattoo artist was like, no, I want it should be this big. And I'm like, me being like, okay. and then I couldn't stop. I got that one, which is weirdly an Ultimate Warrior kind of looking one.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna have, before you know it, man, you're gonna be Bam Bam Bigelow on this show. The tattoos on your head. Yeah.
I want flames on my head.
Yeah.
Cause I'm fire.
By the way, Bam Bam Bigelow not celebrated enough. That is a wrestler's wrestler, in my opinion. That's the guy when you think about wrestling. Yeah, you walk down the street, you go, he must be a pro wrestler, or he's crazy. He's gonna kill everybody here.
I would say, I think Bret Hart called him the best big man in the game ever.
Maybe. He's pretty dope.
Some people, I think also you could give credit to a man like Viscera, the big man with a spinning heel kick. What other big man like that had a spinning heel kick that was 500 pounds?
I'll wait.
I mean, it wasn't good, but he still did it.
I'm assuming Rikishi had one. I think Rikishi had one. But bringing up Viscera, Big Daddy V, a.k.a. King Mabel. The King of the Ring is tomorrow night. Let's see if we get another King Mabel or Billy Gunn, or do we get a star such as Steve Austin, your Bret Harts, or whoever else. Wade Barrett's, I guess. I don't know. King Barrett. I guess that was a thing.
Eric said Manny's next tattoo is an apple orchard and juicer because he is the king of apple juice.
I got Rick Boogs your entrance. I am Rick Boogs. I'm just gonna call myself Rick Boogs. No one's gonna stop me. No one watches this show to stop me. And I am giving you the 1-2 king of apple juice, Lord Manny Hayes. And then we have Nate Dogg sing over your intro.
I got juice. I got juice.
In different areas. All right. We bantered. We went back and forth. We've went through a bunch of different conversations already on this show. What's us with all our experience in wrestling knowledge? Let's jump into this week in wrestling.
Combined, we have 70 years in wrestling knowledge.
Woo! 70 years. We're right in there with the NXT demographic.
We're closing in on Mei-Ling.
Yeah. 1,000 years of ring experience. And the best move she got's a nerve hold.
Okay, you wanted to start off with Dynamite. So, Dynamite kicks off with the Super Elite versus Christian, the Jungle Friends, and Bryan Danielson. This is basically a Rampage match that happened about 2 weeks ago with the addition of Danielson and Omega. But it was a really good way to open up Dynamite.
The show started off hot, a lot of energy, a lot of spots, a lot of moments. Christian being taken out by an Indie Taker and Luchasaurus being cheered. If he had stopped being a damn dinosaur and take himself serious and be a man, be a Dino Man.
Dino Man.
Be a Dino Man on Dynamite. You can maybe do something with this guy. But until he drops the Lucha stuff, he's nowhere. He's going nowhere. But it was a lot of flips, a lot of splashes, a lot of zips and zaps. And it was a really good opening match. It got everybody in the mood for some Dynamite. Although I do wonder is this going to be a recurrent thing for AEW to always just give you all their stars in one segment? Because that's what they did. They literally shot our entire load in one segment.
Well, that's one of the problems that I have with certain matches, like with people involved in factions and stuff. Is it's going to end up in either a tag, trios, or 8-man, or like a 1,600-man tag match. Because that's what it always ends up as. I think I said that at the end of the the Rampage review maybe 2 weeks ago, where when they had the brawl at the end of this, I think it was the end of the 6-man, or it was it was a 6-man tag.
Yeah.
And then there was a brawl, and then I was just like, this is going to end up as an 8-man at some point down the line. And I was just like, yeah, here we go.
We're on our way. Just like that every Roman's going to have at least one 6-man before his pay-per-view. It's going to happen. It's the same shit that we're going to get. But I didn't mind the match. It was fine. It just seemed like there's a lot of the new characters they've added to their brand of Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, and I guess you could count Christian kind of still new or whatever.
Did Danielson seem like a bit of an afterthought in this match? Because that's what it felt like to me.
He felt like WWE Daniel Bryan just randomly on the show, like teaming up with people. I think he needs to distance himself away from the Jungle, the Jurassic Express.
Yeah, you could call him the Jungle.
I feel like
friends.
all that needs. Yeah, I almost did, but I feel like they should always separate that. And plus, I feel like saying Jungle Friends is racist. And I don't know why. Go hang out with your little Jungle Friends. So, I'm just gonna stay away from that one before someone cancels us. But I just feel like, this is like Avatar. But you know what? They had a lot of other things on the show, so I just don't want this to be a reoccurring thing. I'm just tired of the main event being first on their shows.
Well, then the main event happened right after the opening match. CM Punk comes out.
Oh no, hold on. We have to hear from CM Punk. We gotta get that graphic. We gotta get the graphic. We will hear from CM Punk in the corner coming up until we talk about CM Punk.
You can make it,
I know, but I choose not to. I don't want to go that route. And CM Punk comes out and he says nothing. He does nothing. This is the most incoherent, babbling promo he's done yet, I think. In which it just led to him just giving his shoes away.
Yeah, and I beat up that kid.
Kind of what happened.
I beat up that kid.
Manny, not only did you beat up that kid, you also bought a plane ticket with that 8% of penny I lent you to go to get those shoes. But,
these are the proper ones. These are the proper ones. These are the ones that have got the thing inside.
These ain't no mids. These are professional shoes. These are real shoes. These are the real
Michael
ones.
Jordan
wore those shoes.
These are the banned ones, even though they're not the banned ones.
Oh, but he goes out there. He's talking about, look at my shoes. Hey guys, you guys tired of this shit yet? Which you've said like 4 weeks in a row. Because he's not tired of it. He's happy. He's loving life. You guys want to see me wrestle on Dynamite? Or do you want some Philly cheesesteaks?
Yeah. I think Eric summarized it really well. It was like, I got these Jordans. Do you want some cheesecake? Or wait, was it cheesesteak? Or watch me wrestle. Good night, Philly.
Man, I'd rather hear Goldberg rant about killing Bobby Lashley than someone just being out there just to be out there. He's literally they're forcing him to be out there at this point. And he's just clearly not pulling in. Someone script that man's promos. Script him.
Don't even script him. Give him a purpose. He has no purpose at this moment in time.
No, he's not in the main event scene with Daniel Sadell because he's too busy. I want to work with younger talent. Screw that. You're CM Punk, damn it. Go for the title. You don't call yourself the best in the world and say, I'm going to be in the mid-card. I'm not top of the card guy. I'm mid-card guy. And that's where he seems to be at. Or not even mid-card. Danny Garcia is probably lower mid-card. So that's what he's going to fight on Rampage.
Wait, he's the main event.
No,
Garcia and 2.0 are the main event.
You're right. They've had more main event matches, or period, matches than Andrade, who I believe fought in his third match tonight, or last night in that ladder match, or something like that.
I can't even call that a real match. They didn't give that enough time, but I'll get onto that. Afterwards.
Oh, I got rants on that one. So a lot of, you can criticize AEW. I've gotten used to them not paying attention to rules in their tag matches because I couldn't tell you who the legal man was, but I didn't care. Just let it happen. Just let life happen.
So we get a clip from the outside of Cody's house where Arn Anderson is having a little bonfire. He's burning Cody's suit. Cody seems pissed that he's burning the suit. And when he contacts him, what are you gonna do? Shoot me?
He broke in my house. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Yeah. So, you wanna know what the most unrealistic thing about this segment for me was?
What was that?
Wasn't the burning barrel. It wasn't that that he slapped Cody and Cody was like, all right, here, take the tie. Shit. It was the fact that it looked like it was late in the middle of the night. Arn Anderson broke into your house, and Cody is still dressed in a suit. Like, he doesn't, like, you'd think he'd be in his PJs, maybe a white beater or some boxers, maybe a t-shirt with a cow on there, one of your awkward outfits. Like, no one's ever in a suit when someone breaks in your house. I've never seen nobody get robbed in their house and they're like,
let alone a pink suit. A pink suit.
And a pink tie. So I think Cody's in full redemption mode, I guess.
So, the other thing he said was, maybe you should paint a star on your face. Stardust.
Ooh. Well, more people like Stardust than they like Cody Rhodes at this point. Because that motherfucker is
Stardust.
What kids talks about Stardust today?
Well, not anymore, because Cody killed him.
Cody killed Stardust. I can imagine. I doubt there was any kid going like, that's my favorite wrestler, Stardust.
Yeah, there was that Make-A-Wish kid. I remember it. They made his own action figure and everything. I can't remember the name of the kid.
Nah, there's no such thing.
No, it came right after Connor. I remember it.
Yeah, I'm sure it was, to be honest. But
no, I'm not being a dick.
I know you're not being a dick. I'm sure there was, Manny. But other than that kid, I can't see anybody going like, man, I wish Cody Rhodes would leave AEW and come back and Stardust. WWE. I'm just saying, that was the point I was making. Not
Eric said Arn should have rented a moving truck and put a barrel in there to get his point across. Arn should have blew up Cody's house.
No, Arn is smarter than the members of Hit Row and know not to be sweating in a U-Haul truck. Lighting shit on fire. Besides, Arn probably didn't want to buy a U-Haul truck. If the problems with what Hit Row was doing, burning a random lucha mask. Still unsolved who that luchador's mask belonged to or where they got it. I'm going to say either eBay or Amazon. When the Jeff Bezos pocket of some kind, and then they burnt something. But do you think this is gonna save Cody Rhodes and continue to keep him babyface?
So I read a news article. I can't remember what podcast or anything. Actually, I didn't even read it. I read the headline. I think I couldn't be bothered to read the rest of it.
Yep. Modern society. It's part of being modern.
It just said Cody Rhodes reiterates that he's not going back on the AEW World Title thing. He said. So it's just like, okay. So that puts a ceiling on him. So there's no real movement for Cody anymore. Like, Cody may have put like, I'm gonna wrestle for 5 more years, but like, is he really gonna accomplish anything in those 5 years?
Yeah,
if he said he's not going for that title, yeah, you can have 5-star matches, but like, you're not gonna have a title run for anyone to like care about.
But if he was going to go full heel, I would 100% support him saying, I'm going for that title. And it's, going back on his word. And then he cut a promo talking about, people say I would never go for that title. Well, people, I needed to go for that title. You guys suck. You guys all suck. You guys are destroying the brand with your fucking dinosaurs and your 63-year-old Sting running around here, also a dinosaur. Like, I will support that. I will support that. But until then, I don't care what Cody has to do. He's not doing anything.
So we get to our next match, which I thought was a really good match, which was the Forbidden Door match of Bobby Fish versus Sammy Guevara for the TNT title.
Well,
I thought it was a really good match between the two. I enjoyed it.
it was fine. It was solid. I never thought Sammy was gonna lose, but whatnot, and Bobby Fish is up there in the age, but it was solid. I just don't care about Sammy the babyface. I don't.
Yeah, but the best part was when American Top Team came back out.
Yes. They made their attack. They beat up Sammy. Jericho with full fucking insurance for whatever reason.
I don't even believe that Jericho and Hager could have made this save properly. That was the problem with this segment. It was like, I don't believe Jericho could stop those two.
I don't think they would have got past Junior Dos Santos. Junior Dos Santos would have fucked him up, I feel like.
Yeah.
Just taking the towel, Junior. Just taking the towel. So they make the save. There's a moment. I know Manny probably was disgusted. And I thought about you, Manny, when this was happening, when they were singing Jericho's song after Dan Levin cut the music off.
How dare they disrespect that man? How dare he?
The man had nuclear heat as he was trying to talk, and it just seemed like he just came off his babbling at some point as the crowd was telling him to shut the fuck up.
He still got his point across. And all those people that were chanting against Dan Lambert, you're all cunts.
The man was telling the truth. The man's telling the truth. And he's decided to set up a 6-man in Miami with Special Enforcer Jorge Masvidal at ringside. I don't like the way he kept saying it. I just didn't like the way.
Jorge Masvidal.
Masvidal. Like, he doesn't know the man. I feel like of all the things he was saying, whether he, planned his promo or he's off the cuff or whatever, saying Jorge Masvidal seems to be the hardest thing he's ever had to say in his life.
How difficult is that surname to say, though?
Jorge Masvidal.
If it was written on a piece of paper, do you think, and you've never heard anyone say it, do you think you would have been able to say it? I got confused by a word Maurice said the other day when he typed in a thing. He had to spell it the way I had to read it for me to actually say it properly. And I felt stupid.
It's okay, Manny. We all feel stupid. Earlier, Eric did some bad math in the chat. I am clearly the only one who is going to pass the SATs among us. Because
really?
I have never said anything
really?
stupid.
You
Yes.
spell things incorrectly on videos and publish them.
That is called typo. That is typo.
No,
that is typo.
There are 3 of us are never going to pass no SAT.
I spelled guess correctly at least 3 times. It's just I never changed the image. I just never changed the image. I thought we were talking about jeans, not people walking into the house. Guess what? But I enjoyed the segment. I think the crowd really amplified this segment by helping it up.
Yeah, because I don't think Jericho said anything incredible, but the crowd were all for Jericho.
Yeah, dipshit, they can't hear you, motherfucker. And then the mic cut off, and he's like, "Fine, we'll fight 6-man tag. Bring your shit." Where's Ethan Page this week? I really wanted to see the tightest tits in the game this week, and he wasn't here.
Tight titties.
The tightest tits in the game.
Then the acclaim segment. It didn't hit for me anymore now that it's scripted. After the Simone Biles incident he had, but it just didn't hit nearly as hard as it used to. Like, it wasn't funny or anything.
Yeah. That was I had nothing to say after that. It was
There's Eric with the cultural bias.
It is. It is.
Say to his cultural bias, I will not submit to it. Jericho waited for his music to play to save his friend.
No, he not only went to his music, he went to pyro. His pyro set up yet. And by the way, fuck Fuego del Sol for trying to become a member of the inner circle by just being associated with Sammy Guevara. Just trying to get an extra paycheck. What a leech.
So there was a Tony Khan announcement, which we already made fun of.
Hoes. Hoes. But on a serious take, instead of calling it the whole title, this is the TBS title. They will be moving to TBS sometime, I guess, in the next few months, next year or something like that. What do you feel about a mid-card women's title, Manny?
I mean, they'd have to give more attention to the women's division. That's a first. I mean, if you've got a big enough roster, you should be able to do it. But I don't think they pay enough attention, or their roster is nearly that below the top tier mid-range talent. I don't think they're that good enough to be holding that title.
Well, they oh, go ahead.
No. So last week, I think you had that conversation of throwing Naomi in there and being the one in the top 3 of the division. I don't think that's true, because I forgot Serena Deeb is in that division.
Oh, we're talking about Miss Deeb. Miss Deeb, if you're nasty, by the way.
And Sheeta. We didn't even include Sheeta in that argument.
No, I'm not gonna. Sheeta's lower tier to me, but I should elevate it. But I like to give all the credit to Serena. But so they introduced this title, and there's part of me going like, I give it a shot. Why not? Why not? But I feel like it's just a distraction to make sure Britt Baker keeps her title and not give it to anybody else on that roster.
But that's
the Nyla Roses.
Yeah, the TBS title looks better than the actual main title.
Yeah, they gotta do something about that. They really gotta upgrade their women's title and, just care about women in general. How about let's aim for this, AEW? More than one women's segment a week. You have time. They have
more than enough time now. They have more than enough time now.
More than one women's segment a week. I would go for that. Let's go. Like you start off with any WWE, SmackDown, NXT, UK, whatever, Impact, and you would just randomly get women's segments throughout their show. Not like built as this is a women's segment, as in this is a natural form of the show.
Yeah.
That we're going to have women on the show.
And then we get the sit down with Darby Allin. He says he paints his face because 50% of him feels dead inside. He faced death that day, he's still here. So mentally and physically, MJF is never going to win that war. Which really emphasizes the whole point of him walking away from MJF last week. But no, when MJF walked away, he's like, I'm not going to defeat you mentally. Fuck you. And then walked away.
God damn it. I'm going to have to physically fight you. By the way, I do not like this new era of wrestling we are heading into. I can take an insult. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words would never hurt me. Kind of wrestler. As in, Darby Allin and Joe Gacy are not choosing violence. They are not choosing violence. They have found their safe place, and I do not like the direction we are going in wrestling if this becomes a high spot in which someone yells at the other guy. It was like, well, I hate you. Oh my God. This is awesome. I don't want to get into that realm of soft-ass wrestlers.
How dare you, Marcus? We're in the world of 2021.
Soft wrestling is real. A hardcore match is just going to be a regular match. Like, that's what we're going to get to. If Joe Gacy and Darby Allin was running the show. When it's like, yeah, well, I'm going to fight you. Oh, shit.
I believe...
This week on Joe Dynamite, we're going to have a wrestling match.
Joe Gacy's hardcore match is literally going to be a debate.
I would love for him to when they go, this is awesome. It's when he goes up there like, Mr. Gacy, we're trying to finish the next question. We go, no, I will not. Oh shit, this is awesome. He's ignoring it. I forget what the debater guy is, the talker, the questionnaire guy.
And then later after Darby's match, he is told about the match against MJF next week, which he accepts, and then he's taken out by the Masked Men.
Mysterious Masked Men. One of them, I think, is Daniel and David.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think Daniel and David has something to do with this.
So they're back into the espionage. I don't have 35 years of experience, but I believe these masked men attacked The Undertaker back in 2005, which got Muhammad Hassan cancelled.
But hold on, Manny, in your 35 years experience, is this the same masked man that attacked the SmackDown Performance Center that time when that guy was in the bathroom, or they flipped over that car? Yes.
Yes.
Is this the Forbidden Door opening with Mustafa Ali joining All Elite Wrestling? And Mason T-Bar and what's Reckoning? goddamn reckoning. You know she was too much.
Levi, you can't say that. And I am not repeating that.
He said that's the Taliban. He said that was the Taliban, and that's the way the world saw it because Muhammad Hassan got canceled. He was the first person to be. He was the first victim of cancel culture in wrestling. Canceled before Ric Flair, his dick helicopter. Muhammad Hassan decided to do a attack on the Undertaker, which was a taped attack, and then the London bombings happened. We can't do this. While Daivari got to stay on TV while having a plane crash into a building in his interest.
So therefore, #originality.
Yep. I love all the originality. No, but truthfully, Manny, I enjoy this attack.
They didn't need to have masks on. They really didn't.
Well,
they could have just beat him up. They could have just beaten him up. We all knew who it was. They could have just beaten him up.
The reason this is happening with the masks is because, remember, MJF laid out the challenge. If Darby was just jumped by random people, and he's not offended or connected to it, allegedly, it can say, oh, Darby's not here to accept my challenge. He's soft. He's a weak ass. You know, I had nothing to do with his attacks. I'm all for it.
So Darby Allin, before this happened, faced off against Nick Comoroto. This match was only long because of the commercial break. This would have went on for like 20 seconds.
Yes.
Where Sting no-sells a diamond cutter at the end from QT Marshall before dropping him.
Why even do that? Why?
Then Dante Martin says he's ready to fight anybody. They bring to him. Out comes Malachi Black. I love the way this whole thing was set up. The music added to it as well. He spits the black mist in his face, kicks his head off, and then later in the night we get Lio Rush trying to give Dante Martin business advice.
So this is where I would like AEW to, like, you know, I guess have a script manager or somebody control things. Lio Rush and Matt Hardy, same character?
Pretty much.
I can make your money, right? Like, it's the same character.
Yeah, but Matt Hardy's more shady. We don't know that much about Lio Rush and his business acumen right now.
Look at him. Look at him. That man is not good with money. I'm just saying. He's not good with your money. He's good with his money, but not your money. You can't trust him. And by the way, Malachi Black continues his quest to destroy all black wrestlers. Just saying. He's on that path. He got Shawty Lee Johnson, Dante Martin, Big E, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes ain't black.
He has a half-black child. He's trying to end racism, Manny. You need to understand. That's where he's at right now. Malachi Black, quest to end all black wrestlers, continues on Dynamite or AEW.
What? Levi said, only in wrestling where white guys like PN News, I don't know who that is, Taz, Mark Merrow, can go their entire careers as black men and no one can bat an eye. I think you're leaving out one man. And that's a Macho Man.
Macho Man was black, Levi. He was black to all of us. They took it away from us. And Taz, I still don't know what race he is. But then when I see Hook, I go, oh, it's a white man. That's a white man.
No. But his wife's genes could have taken over. His wife's white genes could have taken over. We don't know what Taz's situation is.
Johnny B. Bad was, I think, a black wrestler at some point, and then Sable came in his life, and then somehow he got Verlago and became Mark Merrow once again. The legacy of the black wrestler.
Levi also said Lio Rush cut his best promo. I've never been a fan. Never a fan.
I like Leo's in ring. I think his mic working style. I don't think this was his best promo. He's cut better.
Hold on. Mark Merrow is your
MLW.
grandfather's favorite wrestler.
He is.
Well, why?
Not Mark Merrow, because I don't think he knew they were different people. But Johnny B. Bad was my grandfather's favorite wrestler. Yes. He was like, that's a bad man.
So Reese said, wait, Taz was considered black. Levi said Ron Simmons thought Taz Taz was
Thought
black.
Taz was black.
It's been known Taz is Italian.
Not for my neck of the woods. He was very dark. I didn't know what he was. I always thought he was Puerto Rican, to be honest. And he was just too orange. He was too orange and too dark. His tan was legit. He's a dark Italian. He's like Vic Damone.
So Ricky Starks issues a challenge to Brian Cage, claims he's not there, and then out comes running a Brian Cage. No one cared about that segment. No one.
I don't remember the segment.
Yeah. Thing is, the first attempt I was watching.
I don't remember this.
The first attempt of watching this, I fell asleep. I woke up like 20 minutes into the show. I was like, what happened?
Well, I was just being generous because if a homeless man would have asked me for $200, I would have gave it to him. After the Dodgers won that game last night, I was in a giddy mood. I was in a hyped up mood, and then I was like, let's put on some dynamite, baby. Let's put on some dynamite.
Eric
I
said
was
Taz was more
celebrating
orange
everything.
than black, but orange is the new black.
Yeah, so that's how we got there. That's how we got there. That's what the show is, right? That's what it's about. It's about the life of Taz.
Yeah, it's a Taz documentary. Didn't you know?
Dark Side of the Ring Taz. Orange is the new black.
Five seasons or however long it lasted.
Had as many episodes as his height. five seasons, one episode.
Sheena versus Serena Deeb. I thought this was probably one of the best women matches AEW put on.
Oh, this was their match. This is the match of the week on their show.
I think of the week in
Of
general so far. I think match of the week.
I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it match of the week, even though I enjoyed Charlotte and Bianca a lot.
I love it because we got the finish. We got
the finish. We did finish.
Yeah.
And I thought Serena Deeb brought it at the end too. You know how there's post-match shenanigans? This was the fucking post-match shenanigans that I needed. Because this was the most disrespectful match ever put together by anybody in the world. TK goes, Cheetah is going to be wrestling to get her 50th win tonight. Not only does he make the trophy,
yeah, he makes
he's
it.
won. Yeah, as if she won already and has it out there on ringside. Fuck your trophy, fuck your couch, fuck your Sheeta. I'm gonna win this match. And Serena Deeb carried that on her shoulder. And then after the match, yeah, I hit you with your trophy and smashed that shit. Fuck you, Sheeta. Fuck you.
I love
That's what that was. I loved it.
And then smashed it in her head. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
that was great. That was the best storytelling. That is the match of the week. Yeah, it had the best storytelling. It was the best psychology. I enjoyed the spot where she just used logic, where Sheeta was about to do her stupid knee with the chair spot, and Serena Deeb was like, "I'm just gonna throw the chair." Yeah, I'm just gonna throw the chair. Just use the knee, and it was absolutely amazing. And you can talk about, people were like, "Oh, that ladder match had a lot of spot." No, fuck all that. This was a basic wrestling match where they followed the rules. They told a great story, and it elevated Serena Deeb from, I guess coming back from injury because she's been out. But it was so much better. So much better.
So Maurice thanks us for appreciating Sheena and Deeb. I mean, you knew we were going to. It's not like we shit on everything on AEW.
No, I'm actually very positive on this episode of AEW. I enjoyed this episode of AEW all the way, even though I have a lot of problems with that main event. Tons of them.
Eric changes his allegiance very quickly. Go get your 50th win on Dark, bitch.
By the way, Eric is a feminist like Dave Chappelle. If you see his special, you realize that's basically
I read it like he said it.
Yeah. Go get your 50th win on Dark, bitch. But that was basically what was said in this match. And I know, Manny, you have a quota that you need to put up in thumbnails, but honestly, Serena Deeb deserved this one. She deserved her flowers for this one, and Ashita as well. Bravo to them.
I was going to, but the only image I could find was of Hangman. Because AEW are very slow of getting out images.
Not only are they slow at that, they don't promote their women unless it's Britt Baker.
Yeah, that is
The
true.
least interesting
Well, actually, do you know what
character probably they have.
They promote Thunder Rosa quite a lot as well.
Oh, and, you know, Ruby Soho had a video package as well tonight. So
I didn't remember. No, all of them did. That was the
oh yeah, that was the
title,
TBS
where
tournament.
Jade
Yeah,
Cargill
you're right.
referred to it as when she wins it, that title is going to stand for that bitch show,
Yeah,
which is technically the host show.
yeah. Host. Oh.
And then we get the casino ladder match. Orange Cassidy versus Pac versus Andrade versus Matt Hardy versus Lance Archer versus John Moxley and the Joker, Hangman Adam Page. I didn't mind the match. Okay. I didn't mind the match. I think Eric said there was a certain thing which would have made a better idea, as if the rule was the comments way up there. I'm not going to go scrolling through it. You can only grab the chip when everyone's in the match. I think that should have been the thing. But then the only critique I had, because this is technically a pay-per-view kind of match, they didn't give it that as much time. I mean when Hangman came in, there was only about 10 minutes left.
I think it was less than that, because I was in picture-in-picture. Oh no, that was when the Murder Hawk came out.
Yeah, it might have been even less, but like it was almost pretty much wrapped up as soon as Hangman came out, which you kind of was hoping you'd probably get a longer match. But like I enjoyed it, but I think it could have been at least 10, 15 minutes longer.
Here's the one positive I'm going to give this match. I mean, I'm sure it's other. I'm being harsh, but the positive I'm going to give this match, they got where they needed to be. Hangman is the #1 contender. But other than that, I think the rules to this match is stupid. I think it's absolutely dumb to do a Royal Rumble ladder match.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's a stupid thing, because a lot of the time, people were coming out and then everything was stopped, and I'm like, just go for the title now. Like, at one point, the Murder Hawk was in the ring by himself with the ladder, and it was like 20 seconds to go onto the clock, and he's just there waiting for the countdown to end, for the next person to come down, instead of just like, I'm gonna reach for the chip. Or there's so many times where Andrade could have won the match, like Jim Ross was stating. He could have won the match, but he chose to do a flip powerbomb instead.
On Pac, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like, no one seemed like they were winning. Matt Hardy eliminated himself. I was concerned for the life of Pac when Hangman did that move off the top of the ladder through the table. I was like, I hope no one got hurt from that, because Hangman was hurting his knee after, but hopefully everything worked out. It was the right finish, but I just don't like the design of the match. I think it's a stupid idea. It makes your wrestlers look stupid.
Wait, well, what's worse though? Before we get to Eric, what's worse, the design of this match, or the King of the Mountain match? Because that was just as stupid.
I'm gonna say this is stupider, because it makes your wrestlers look stupid. The King of the Mountain match, yes, it's a stupid match in essence, but at least you can't win the match until all participants are in the ring.
Yeah. So Eric doesn't ask, what did anyone outside Hangman do to deserve earning a title shot, even though he said shit? Andrade has had 3 matches. No, this is his 3rd match.
Let's see if we can name them off. This match, Pac,
and
I think, he had an early match. His first match was.
I'm gonna say Janela or someone. He beat up a bum.
It was Matt Sydal.
Yeah, bum.
But so yeah, Pac hasn't done anything, and I thought that Mox barely showed up because he didn't even want to take his vest off.
Yeah.
So I thought, and again, another thing that may have soured me on this match. Maybe I was just off the high of the Dodger game and I was just excited. The Murder Hawk continues to get disrespected. As in, he was the only one in the show who didn't get an entrance in this match. He got picture-in-picture and he was just in the ring. And all his high spots was in picture-in-picture. He didn't do anything of note. And I believe they continue to disrespect him. I don't even understand what's going on in this match, but shout out to Hangman for winning. I'm sure he's gonna fight Kenny at Full Gear, and hopefully he wins. But I can also see an element that he doesn't win.
Well, Kenny would be 1 year at Full Gear?
Would it be?
Nearly. I'm pretty sure he won at Full Gear, didn't he?
No, he won on a basic show on Dynamite.
No, he won on a pay-per-view.
No, it was a Dynamite. He beat Mox he beat Mox with the microphone. It was on a Dynamite, and then him and Callis ran away with the title. That was all Dynamite, and they showed up on Impact the next night or something like that.
Oh, it was AEW Revolution.
No, that was like the rematch. Didn't he win it at on Dynamite? That was a pay-per-view?
AEW Revolution featured the exploding barbed wire death match. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that, yeah. He won it on Dynamite. Come on, man. You know I'm the king of your trivia game. You know I know this useless knowledge.
We ain't doing that this year because there was too much effort. And the return
And I'm
wasn't
gonna
that
win.
great. The return wasn't that great.
And I was going to win. And I was going to win anyway. It's like... And I'm going to be accused of knowing questions ahead, but I know it was a Dynamite because I remember that.
No, the only person that accused you was Eric because he was so bad at the trivia game. He used every excuse in the book that we both turn up in suits.
I was there for a game show. I was there to win, son. I was there to win. And by that, I just showed up and woke up probably that morning. I don't even remember. After 40 hours of work, I just showed up and just remembered all that useless knowledge. But yeah, I'm sure I'm right. I thought it was a really good episode of Dynamite, and it is my show of the week currently. It is.
Yeah. I would say that. I would agree too. That we both said Raw didn't really deliver, which brought on the whole comparing wrestlers to quarterbacks.
Yeah. Oh, wait, we're not even done with the show. I'm sorry. We still got to talk about 2.0.
Yeah, so let's move on to 2.0.
I was done. I thought, oh, man, we finished that early. Oh. We forgot to go down south slinging.
It kicks off with just Mandy Rose versus Ember Moon.
Mandy.
This was an okay opening match. Better served because of that B...
Trigger! She knocked her out. She got it good. I don't think she landed any of it. She may not have got all of it, but it looked, Ember Moon sold the shit out of that B trigger. She was
going down before she even got hit. Look at that image.
She was trying to avoid it. But there's no avoiding the V trigger. Or this is she's in the middle of doing a full Blanca flip attack.
Unless she's got the powers of the Undertaker, where lightning comes out of that knee.
That'd be all. Would you be okay if wrestlers added special effects to attacks? Like, if let's say if Mandy Rose did that knee and you got a pyro explosion every time you hurt it landed, would you be okay with that?
I mean, I would enjoy it. However, the people in attendance wouldn't, because you wouldn't see that.
Oh. No, I don't mean like it'd be an image. I don't mean a CG. I just mean like, you know, an explosion. You just get like one of those Kane explosions that just be like, pop.
Yeah,
like with that lens. It'd be incredible. Like, oh shit, she destroyed her.
Levi said Ember looking like the next champ of Impact.
Looking like that, I don't see a place for her right now.
She doesn't fit in. She needs to either go back to the main roster or serve out her contract and go somewhere else.
You don't need to be hanging around these kids and Mandy Rose.
I mean, that V-trigger is too deadly.
Yeah, that V-trigger is not meant to be slept on, and Mandy knows. And by the way, this is the first time we saw Ember Moon since she said, next time you see me, you're going to get the real Ember Moon, a new Ember Moon. Nope, took a job.
I saw a dead Ember Moon today.
Yeah, the only thing you is a knee to the face. The bionic knee of Mandy Rose.
Santos Escobar challenges Swerve for the North American title, which later in the night Swerve is defending. Even though Swerve has never defended it, he accepts it. I'm very down on Swerve. He has never defended that title. Never.
No, he's hoarded that title.
He's the worst.
And then he was going to SmackDown. Yeah, he's never defended that title. He's never had anything. This is like that time when Dean Ambrose was the United States champion. Never had defended that title. Just
I'm
walking
telling you
around
now,
with it.
this is probably going to be a janky finish, and then we're still going to NXT Halloween Havoc, where this title will be defended properly.
Oh, so you think Swerve's gonna do both?
Swerve is
draft
gonna swerve.
The draft doesn't take effect until after
The greatest,
Halloween Havoc.
the greatest pay-per-view ever.
Yeah, until Saudi, son. Saudi. Money.
Money.
I can see them doing a big match at Halloween Havoc with Gargano and Swerve, and the North American title for whatever reason is on the line in this match.
So we get Odyssey Jones, or OJ Styles as I like to call him, versus LA Knight.
You gotta do the point when you say it, otherwise it's not saying it right.
No, you can't do that anymore because I can't do anything like that because Tony Schiavone's smug face when DMD comes in my mind, and I really want to punch him in the face.
By the way, DMD did talk.
I want to punch him. Yeah, she did. I think her. I want to punch Tony Schiavone in the face as much as I want to punch George Costanza in the face. It was so
By the way, I don't even know if that was at the show or was at the Undertaker watch along, but yeah, there was a whole story of Manny wanting to fight George Costanza.
OJ Styles pretty much just threw LA Knight around the ring. This was all this was, and then Andre Chase distracts Odyssey Jones, leading to the LA Knight win.
Yep. LA Knight does not need to be on the show as well. He's a 40-year-old man. He's surrounded by these kids. Move on. Although I do like to surround the veterans with these kids so they can actually grow and stuff. But I thought it was solid.
Would you wear a Chase University shirt? Because Eric would wear the hell out of that.
No. Because I feel like I would go to jail immediately with a shirt that says Chase U.
If you're wearing it around kids, you're sure.
Yeah. He's chasing them. He's after the kids. Come here.
We go to the back where Kyle O'Reilly asked Von Wagner about why he has had his back for 2 weeks. States he doesn't like Dunn or Holland and took the opportunity when he saw it. Kyle said he doesn't trust anyone after the year he had and told Von to let him handle his business and stay out of the way, which he didn't.
He's like 50% of the Undisputed Era is all elite. And here I am by myself. And Roddy Strong has found him a new clique in the time in mind who had a reintroduction of who they are. I
mean, let's get to that. That video package had me wanting to email Malcolm Bivens to sign me up because that is a gym. That is a gym video. That's like come to the gym.
It seemed like they got back to that because they left that for a moment. It was like, oh, Dynamite is gym and all that. And then this one was like, join us with our elite trainers, Hatchet Man, who loves yoga and all this other stuff and CrossFit. And is an 18-time world champion. This man has beat the Ultimate Dragon in 3 different states and won 3 different titles. It would have been 4, but the Ultimate Dragon declared that match to be a non-title match at the time. Oh. I mean, it's introduced everybody, and I was like, Dynamite, they got something. They got something.
Yeah,
with Bivens' mouth and the caliber of athletes they have, they got something there.
So we get Tommaso Ciampa and Braun Breaker. He announces that Halloween Havoc's coming back, and then challenges anyone who has the balls to take away the title from him. And out comes Braun Breaker. Says he's got the biggest balls in the NXT locker room, and doesn't care that he's been there for a short time. He wants the NXT title. Ciampa accepts and says he's got 3 weeks to go from intern to PhD, which I don't think that's how it works. Accepts the challenge.
Yeah, that's not how you become a doctor at all of anything. Yeah, I was an intern. I was an intern at this doctor's office. Oh yeah, what'd you do? I got him coffee. Yeah, but I'm gonna get a PhD in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You don't go college and become an intern. You're an undergraduate.
And then you get a job at Target.
And pay off your student loan.
Yeah. And And you just work
money.
Yeah, you got 3 jobs and none of them in the field that you actually went to school for, and you're just like, this is bullshit.
Just know, I went to university. I got a degree in biomedical science. What do? None of that.
He's clearly talking about wrestling right now. How come you don't ever throw that in our face, Manny? I got a degree in biomedical science, so I know how this wrestling stuff goes.
Because I'm an arsehole, but I'm an arsehole in many other ways. I don't need to throw education at people.
Fine. Well, I have a degree as well. It's an associate's degree. And
although, realistically, I am weirded out by how much you guys pay for education over there.
Oh, don't bring up America's problems.
No. So
we're overpaid. We're being robbed by pharma and education and the government in general. Everybody in America is a country founded by thieves, and it is being pursued by thieves. We are being ripped off and robbed on every given time that we get it.
So, guess how much I paid for my first year in university?
How much, Manny?
The price of this phone. £1,200.
My heart.
Wait, I think you guys paid like maybe what, 30 grand for a year or something along those lines.
Something like that, but some people pay.
I mean, you may not have to pay it back and get a loan, but Jesus.
Curse you, ITT Tech!
I mean, yeah. Why did we go down this path?
I don't know. Because Braun Breaker is now the #1 contender for the title. And because he's going to go there. And I believe him and Ciampa are going to have a hell of a main event. And that kid's going to learn something. He's going to learn something about the main event scene. And he's going to be
something today.
the man. He's going to be the man at the end of the day.
Eric said I got a degree in electronic engineering, so I'm on par with Manny. I'm still paying. Somewhat. I mean, they take money from my paycheck every month.
Those bastards.
I remember the letter from them. We know you're working. We are going to start collecting.
I don't understand why I just can't look. I can look at YouTube for like 20 minutes and learn as much as those people in college. I feel like at this point. Am I right in my information? Maybe, maybe not. But it's just gonna be just as powerful as their degree they have. Who are people more likely to listen to? Someone on a YouTube channel discussing something, or someone with a PhD? I'm listening to a dude in the truck on YouTube.
I'd rather watch a guy in his bedroom talk about wrestling.
Yeah, I'd rather do that. That's what I would do.
His name, Lord Manny Hayes, and Marcus the Grandfather.
Yeah, we're just chilling in our bedroom talking about wrestling. But globally.
We international, baby.
And to accentuate things, we combine our years of watching wrestling, which is basically our age, and we make it work. No experience in the business whatsoever.
So let's get back on track. Joe Gacy later in the night challenges him in the back and reminds him of the toxic behavior he had explained about talking about his balls and everything. And then Ciampa said if he beats him next week, he will be added to the match. Did
we skip the Joe Gacy match?
No. So I just put that all. Yeah. I just put it all in one segment, all in one thing to close out.
Oh, okay. But yeah, all right. I'm looking forward to Ciampa and Joe Gacy next week. Yeah. I like Joe Gacy.
Do you know that? Do you remember the teasers of all the NXT wrestlers and then how the arena is going to look?
Yeah.
The person you thought Kevin Owens was is Joe Gacy.
Yep. I was like, oh, Kevin Owens enjoying the show. No, that was Joe Gacy. Kevin Owens is just showing up on Monday Night Raw doing nothing again.
Yeah. So we get Ikemen Jiros, the king of Style Strong, versus Joe Gacy. I liked the Gacy's springboard clothesline.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was sick.
It was nice. Yeah.
And then Gacy runs into Parker Bordeaux, who looks like Baron Corbin, who put on a lot of weight.
Yeah, but I feel like he had a little edge to him. he had this sinister look.
Well, he could have been Bane. Bane without the mask. That's what he looked
Yeah.
like.
I'm a testicle with tattoos.
If you gave him the mask and Seth Rollins' coat, it'd be Bane.
Let's see what happens to him. So much for Parker Bordeaux being Baby Brock. Harlan is now a thing.
We got Cora Jade versus Frankie Monet as Frankie beats up her original opponent, Virginia something. And then Jade gets an upset roll-up win.
Darby Allin! WWE is ripping off Darby Allin. She came out there in her booty shorts and a skateboard. That's clearly Darby Allin.
Darby Allin has a real skateboard. That she had a penny board, which is even small, which is a tiny skateboard, and it looks terrible.
Yeah, you know. And I don't even understand what's going on with her and that guy.
They look like brother and sister.
Yeah, she's 20 years old. I don't like any of this. I'm not comfortable with any of this on my TV.
We get Pete Dunne versus Cameron Grimes. We learn earlier in the night that Grimes is looking for ladies.
Well, do I have a title to show him? It's called the whole championship. Dynamite. No. I thought this was a really good match. And we got to give that up to somebody. To the ladies' man of the wrestling world. I was like, yep, this is the host. But I thought it was a really good match. I don't know what they're going to do with Grimes.
It was a nice mix of styles. I feel like Grimes at this moment in time is very lost in 2.0. Like, he probably could have been one of the call-ups. But I wouldn't... He'd probably end up getting called up to Raw and being in that 24/7 scene. Probably not
right away. Right away.
But
right
I feel
away
like
he'd be the 24/7 champion.
But, like, he can really add to the comedy that's going on in that.
Yeah. I think he's a character at this current point that Vince would like. He'd like him, but he'd never do anything with him. He'd just be like, put him on the show, give him a segment or two, and then people were upset that, why is Grimes dropping all the time? And it's like, just let it. It's for comedy. Like, he's a good Heath Slater replacement.
Yeah. So we get Tony D'Angelo versus Malik Blade. I'm upset that Malik Blade didn't get the win, just because of the name alone. The name alone is the greatest name.
Yeah. It's a great name. And I'm sure we haven't heard the last of a man named Malik Blade. My main takeaway from this one, people seem to love Tony D'Angelo in that Florida.
Yeah,
Tony D'Angelo he was so over in that crowd for whatever reason. That crowd was just chanting for Tony and just rooting it. I was like, man, they must really hate Malik Blade, or Tony D'Angelo and his vignettes was really working for people. He was solid in the ring, but I didn't see any reason for them to react the way they were reacting.
Well,
like, it was around the butt.
Maybe he's a descendant of the FBI, where Nunzio is his dad, or Little Guido and Big Guido.
Forget about it. My favorite thing to do. For no reason. This is so stupid.
You know, in the Indian culture, that means you want to eat.
Yes.
Then we get a backstage promo from Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Carmelo calls himself the champ, and Trick the future champ, because they bout it.
Tell him again, Trick. Tell him again. Bout it. And then Trick goes and loses like 2 minutes in this match. Trick was in the ring for all of 2 seconds. And my favorite part about this tag match, I don't even know if we're there yet.
Yeah, let's just cover the tag match, because then we can end on Raquel.
Okay, so my favorite thing about this tag match is Ray Barrett going like, what if any of these teams other than GYP done to be #1 contenders? These 2 guys had a fight in a bar. They have not talking about Briggs and Jensen. These guys had a fight in a bar. That's it. They have not had a real tag match yet. And then you got Trick and Carmelo, who are also... Carmelo has won that contract, but Trick has never wrestled in his life. I love it. He just called the tag team division. This is shiny. MSK beat nobody.
So to go on Eric's comment about the main event of Dynamite, it's exactly the same as the main event on NXT, where no one deserved to be in this title match or the #1 contenders match in the Casino Battle Royale ladder match, other than Hangman.
Yeah, but at least that's a
GYV
title. Well, at least that's a title shot. You're going to get like in the Dynamite's defense. At least they're going to, if they win, you become #1 contender or whatnot. In this one, they're already getting a title match in an elimination fatal 4-way, which they never do. They normally just do fatal 4-ways the legit way. Beth Phoenix seems to be confused the whole night on what kind of match this was. She's like, "Oh man, they can lose their title," and then Wade Bear or Big was like, "No, it's elimination, Beth. I have to tell you this."
Well, Beth was.
And don't forget to
anyway.
lock your doors. Yeah, lock your doors.
Beth didn't know what was going on anyway because Adam's going to handle their business.
Adam has put their family in jeopardy.
Mei Ling versus Indy Hartwell. Someone needs to buy Mei Ling some new clothes. Wearing 100,000-year-old rags.
I see, Mei Ling. You know how you invested something. You made a big investment in a company, or let's say let's go back to the NFL. You invested in this quarterback, this Zia Lee, and then Zia Lee just disappears on you, and now you're just left with the rest of the team, and that's called Boa. And now I gotta carry everything by myself.
Well, Marcus,
I didn't want to get back. Mei Ling never had intention to get back in the ring. It's a 1,000-year-old woman. She shouldn't be out there getting smoked from a 20-something-year-old Indy Hartwell.
Marcus, this is what happens when Jai Lee took her talents, much like LeBron did to SmackDown.
You treacherous bitch. I can see Zia Lee. Where you going? I'm going to the main roster. You treacherous bitch.
Yeah.
You didn't bring us all up. You could have brought us all up. You could have brought us all up. They just chose you. I'm stuck here with Boa, the child I didn't want. I'm a 1,000-year-old woman. I can't wrestle every week. I wrestle once every 1,000 years.
It's like Boa got kidnapped by accident. I was like, oh, we can make something of him.
Yeah, Boa was just like, yeah, I'll take the menu, all right, and then when you get the food, there's all this shit in there, like there's utensils and ketchup.
Oh, you got
and
feedback coming
mustard.
through
Oh,
from your mic. There you go.
Boa is nothing but a condiment that comes along with the meal that you're probably not gonna use. He's the napkins. Yeah, he's napkins, mayo, mustard, ketchup. Just shit they threw in a bag with your food. Like, here you go. Here's your burger and fries and all this shit that goes in this bag. That's what Boa is. And that's what she's stuck with. That's like ordering that meal. You go open it from Postmates or Uber Eats and you go like, where's my food? There's just mayo and mustard in here. Nah! I'll cook myself. And Mei Ling knows she can't cook. That's why she's in the ring doing fucking nerve holds. They ruined her life.
We got Lash Legend. Well, actually, first Indy picks up the win by hitting an elbow drop. So Woods wins with an elbow drop on Monday.
Yes.
Indy wins with an elbow drop on Tuesday. What is going on?
It's coming back. It's coming back.
Lash Legend claims that she shut down Instagram and Facebook last week on Monday with her show.
By the way, the connection of Lash Legend and Tony D'Angelo seem like the most dangerous combination to ever happen, and hopefully they don't make love and make babies. That'd be the most annoyingly raised kid ever.
Eric literally just said, confirmed what you said. Nothing like being called a treacherous bitch by a 1,000-year-old woman. Eric, when you get the audio, can you change the name of the show to that treacherous bitch? So we get Raquel Gonzalez. Do you know what I didn't understand? So there was a camera right in front of Raquel Gonzalez, and not once did she look at it.
Because they're instructed in WWE Manny to not look into the camera.
Yeah, but
and they were testing her. Look into the camera. We'll cost your whole career. But it's like, look into the camera. Look into the camera. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Don't give me that shot.
The promo was all right, I think.
It was solid. It was solid.
She said the title means she's the best female in the business. Mandy calls Raquel desperate because she knows the title reign is coming to an end.
It is.
And her threats fall flat because Toxic Attraction is taking over. Because they'll be holding all the gold. Because they are the attraction.
Yes. Well, you also forgot that Raquel riled up Gigi Dolan to the point where Gigi was already ready to go fight moments before everybody else was. Yeah,
Gigi was gone.
I forgot what she said. And then Gigi was like, fuck this. We're going to fight it right now. We're not even waiting. I'm not going to. I know we had a plan.
Raquel brought up that the fact that she gave Gigi, she bust up Gigi the week before, hitting her with the title and giving her 6 stitches. But then as they circled the ring, much like a pack, the wolf pack, the she-wolf pack, Raquel gets saved by Io Shirai and Zoe Stark.
Io, who was really not dressed to compete or do anything tonight, made the
Io's ready to go to club.
Yeah, she had booty shorts and a top on and was like, this jacket is coming off, guys. I don't know if you're ready for me tonight. I don't know if you're ready tonight. I don't think you're ready for this Io jelly. I don't even know what that exists. But she was out there. And, 6-man tag on the horizon.
Yep. For all the titles?
For all the titles?
For all the
titles. Put them all online. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Put all the titles online. That was NXT. I thought it was a solid show. I think it's always a solid show. Too bad no one watches this shit.
For me, it was okay. There was nothing that was like, other than Toxic Attraction, there was nothing really like I was like, yeah, I needed to see that. I mean, Pete Dunne and Cameron Grimes was good.
But you didn't need to see it. It wasn't must see.
But like
if you missed it, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah, after watching Dynamite this week, I was like, yeah, if these two were going head to head, I would have been like, NXT was terrible this week.
Yep.
In comparison, but like you got to look at NXT. You have to look at NXT with like that notion of like, yeah, they're creating new stars. This isn't supposed to be competing with anything at the moment.
Yeah. Vince is going, haha, you're doing just what I want you to do. You're gonna get canceled. And we're gonna move this back to the network, and you guys are gonna develop it to the people I want you to be, and no one has to see this shit. And hockey will kill AEW.
Well, I think Dynamite next week is on Saturday, right?
Something like that. I don't know.
They mentioned a change.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of scheduling for the week of Crown Jewel, instead of us talking about NXT and Dynamite on the Crown Jewel show, we'll just move that to the Saturday.
Yeah, sure. Although Dynamite might not air until Saturday night.
Because Marcus, Crown Jewel is gonna be stacked.
I can't wait! Oh my god, Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg. Let's see if he kills him in Saudi Arabia. Oh, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar like you've never seen them before. I'm already booking a Fatal 4-Ways women's match. Will they come out here in clothing that is too much for them to wrestle in? I can't wait. And Ben Stewart is the new tag team champion and give speech.
I want that speech.
I need that speech. If I don't get that speech, I haven't got it in like a year and a change. I have not been inspired to go to Saudi Arabia all year, and I need it. That they're changing, they're progressing, and that people grow all the time. Ben Stewart is about to do that. And also the trappings of Saudi Arabia. Will we get a wrestling show? Because Pat McAfee isn't even going.
Oh, before we go,
Pat might have to step in the ring that week.
Is Johnny Gargano done?
He might be.
Or is he going to SmackDown, which are the rumors I think Ross and someone else said on the mid-card mess.
I don't see him surviving on that show, though. Although, I feel like Johnny has developed enough character that Vince may say, there is a character here, but he's just going to be a job guy.
Yeah, and even though he's going to give you solid matches, maybe he's gone. But like, he's got a kid on the way, so maybe he might stick around and collect that moolah.
Hey, AEW's throwing off that moolah. I don't know what people are getting paid in AEW, but it just seems like a very expensive show.
Thing is, I don't understand how, because I don't think the AEW deal paid by TNT is that big in comparison to like what Fox and USA are paying for WWE. Yeah. So like they're just spending money. Like I don't think it's coming.
Is it odd ads and T-shirts? I don't know where they're getting all this money.
No, I don't think. I think because the T-shirt split between the T-shirt revenue split between talent.
Yeah, so I have no idea how their money works. I think Vince actually said I don't know what they're doing.
Well, I don't know. That'd be interesting to see how that money is spent because I don't think their TV deal is as big as WWE's. Not to mention the Peacock deal, which blows up the money in WWE, so it allows you to pay for more talent. But
and it's Saudi money too.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see where the AEW revenue is coming from. It must be coming from what's it, Shad Khan?
Yeah. But even he's going to have a limit, right? Because I feel like they're still signing people. Bobby Fish just got signed. And I'm assuming Bray Wyatt is going over there too. Like, it just seems like more and more people. Hell, once they get Braun Strowman, it just seems like money. Are they paying people for appearances? I have no idea how this money is working.
But the money coming in from the Jags must be a lot, though. So I'm guessing that's where some of the revenue is coming from. The side
but the
money.
Jags got their I believe Jags money is Jags money. I don't think it all just goes like, all right, we made our Jags money. Oh, let's give the excess to Dynamite. Let's give it to AEW. No, I feel like that should be going to free agency. Otherwise, I would like the NFL to investigate what the hell the Jags are doing. Yeah, we couldn't afford to get you. We signed CM Punk and Sting. Sorry, I can't pay you. What's the quarterback name? I don't know why I'm blanking out.
Trevor.
Oh my God, why am I blanking out?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, sorry, contract season. We can't pay you. We just re-signed Bryan Danielson.
He got paid anyway because he was the number 1 pick.
Yeah, but I'm saying when his contract comes up again.
In 4 years.
Yeah. Or when the wide receiver who's like, oh, we're just going to give you a franchise tag or something. It's like, no, pay me. You're paying Sting.
I still think the Jets are a worse off organization in comparison to the Jags.
No. They're okay. The Jags are all right. I'm just saying, like, money wise, I don't think the Jags' money has anything to do with Dynamite. I think there's other money. I'm just saying, like, their signings would be ridiculous. Like, free agency is tough. We don't have the money to pay you. What? We did another exploding barbed wire match.
We can't cut Sting.
We couldn't cut Sting. Like on the board, and it's like the team is looking. The coach is like, "All right, I want to keep this guy in." Like, then we gotta drop some people. And he likes his Sting's name on the roster.
Sting's like the 4th backup quarterback.
I'll play if you need me, but I don't know if it's the best decision. I am 60. Sting, we will never have to use you, but you're a draw. You're gonna draw. Get those fucking pads on, Borton.
Oh, so we'll be back. We'll be back Saturday.
Use your powers, all right?
Sting don't have powers.
He turns the lights off every now and then.
Nah, he ain't the Undertaker.
He ain't got the Undertaker power. He ain't got the Undertaker power, but he got powers. Malachi Black has some powers, I think. He disappears and stuff.
Well, he's got Mist.
Yeah, Mist and he disappears. So we'll see how that treats you.
If you haven't already, check out the Netflix Escape the Undertaker and play along with our video. I mean, we killed Woods twice.
We never seen what happened if we didn't grab the power, though. What would have happened to us? We didn't keep it.
I mean, we ain't doing it again.
No, we're not going back. No, I'm not going back. Once you do it 3 or 4 times like we did, it's like, that's it. We did an hour's worth. That's all I got.
So that's the end of the show. Hashtag beat up George. I hate George Costanza.
You're mine, George. You're mine. Your ass is mine when I see you in them streets, George Costanza. Do you hear me, motherfucker? You hear
It's
me?
on site when I see you.
It's on site.
You better not turn up at a Comic-Con because I'm beating you up.
You know how the Good Brothers had beat up John Cena. We have beat up George Costanza.
I mean, there could be numerous people we could add into that that we don't like. Yeah. Beat up Hulk Hogan.
By the way, on site for Mei Ling if she sees Xia Li. On site.
That treacherous bitch.
Treacherous bitch.
The thing is, the funny thing about it was I haven't heard treacherous used that way in a very long time.
Yep. Which shows I would have a PhD by just watching YouTube clips.
Wait, what YouTube are you watching that uses the word treacherous?
I don't know. I watched the Sharpshooters podcast. I don't know.
We said it once.
Yeah, and it was this episode. I don't know where I get my vocabulary from, Betty. Just let you know it's there. And words like that comes out every now and then.
And on that note, guys, we've been treacherous bitches. We out.